Welcome to the first episode of Dark Souls Remastered. Now, to get things started, let me start off by saying that I played a bit of the original Dark Souls. I didn't get quite far. I had it on PC, and my video card on my PC started to crap out on me, so I wasn't really able to play any PC games lately. So when I heard that they were doing a remastered of Dark Souls 1 for the PS4, I was really happy about that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through my initial playthrough. Some of it, I will say up to, where did I get to? I got to the Capra Demon, which was the third boss, going in sort of a chronological order. So I was able to fight 3 bosses altogether, which was the Asylum Demon, the Gargoyles, and then the Capra Demon. And then after that, like I said, my video card crapped out on me. So what you're going to get up to that point is some familiar average. Sorry, I can't speak this morning. But yeah, you're gonna find that I'm familiar with some of the stuff here. But past that, it's going to be a sort of blind playthrough after that. So just to give you some fair warning. Let's scroll past all this stuff, which is, you really should actually read these things, because you might be selling your soul or something like that over to somebody by simply clicking accept, but whatever. Anyway, so this is going to be my initial playthrough. Oops. I meant to click yes to that. Let me log in. Sorry. Got to go through all that again. My apologies. So the build I'm going to go with is a magic build. And by magic, I'm going to do pyromancy and sorcery. Don't know if I'll deal with any sort of miracles, but I might. There we go. Let's see. Select the options. Subtitles on. Blood on. The camera auto wall recovery, I remember that will be a quick way for you to get killed in this game. That's fine. Button setting. Alright. I want to do local, global. Might go global. Let's see. Matchmaking password. So anybody who wants to play, I will put in a password. You will see it now. Let's see. I guess that's not gonna happen. Let's see. There we go. Fuel near 9. Character name. Yep. Summon unsigned, unrestricted. Alright. Just went through all that. Alright. So, as you would know, most RPGs that I play tend to go female. I'm going to go Pyromancer. Let's see, so where do I want to come from? Still going to customize. Alright, you know what? Let me see. Alright, I'm not going to spend too much more time in this. Sorry about that. Alright. There we go.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone skills. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side. Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Alright, so a lot of exposition there. As you can see, the exposition, I will say that this does look better. Not on a level of Dark Souls 3, and as you can see, I am currently hollowed out. This isn't on the scale of Dark Souls 3 or Bloodborne good looking, but compared to the initial release, this lighting effects looks good so far. These are all messages that you can read. Shows you how to control the camera. This shows you how to attack. These guys are hollow. If you can see there on his shoulder, he's got a mark. I will actually show you what this mark looks like. On my body. Female, of course I've got my boobs all covered up. But yeah, there is a mark. That is the mark of the undead. That is on the chest, right over the heart area. There we go. Right now I've got this crappy straight sword hilt, so I don't have much of a weapon. This guy right here is, he looks like the Asylum Demon, but I believe this is the Stray Demon. At some point you can return back to the Asylum and you get to fight him, which is going to be a lot tougher than the fight that we have up ahead. Alright. Okay, cool. Alright. Now, you've seen my other Dark Souls. I believe you've seen... No, I didn't do any Dark Souls playthroughs, but we've definitely done a little bit of the Bloodborne. The mechanics are similar. So right here we have our bonfire, which is our save point area for us to save, sit back, rest. I get to tune my magic here, of course. Alright. As you can see, up there is our Asylum Demon. We can fight him now, which will be pretty difficult with this broken sword. I don't have my pyromancy catalyst, so I can't cast my fireball at him. But, you know. What we can do, though, is we come right up in here. Oh, can't hit me, can you, little asshole? Alright. And guess what? We have another bonfire. Right, yeah. Alright. Ouch. Son of a bitch. Yes, I believe eventually when we come back, you will be able to get access to this item up here. I'm not even sure. I think it might be the Rusted Ring, which helps you traverse like the swampy areas and areas where there's deep water. You get to do that quickly. Come down here. Open this little shortcut. Son of a bitch.
Oh, you. You're no hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon. then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you? Regrettably, I have failed in my mission. But perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite.
Thank you.
Oh, and this.
Thanks again.
I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
Nice shield.
Now I would hate to harm you, and thank you.
Another thing you want to do is always exhaust the, Oh, okay, cool. So he killed himself. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so head up here. I believe I get my catalyst. Come on. I gotta learn how to do. What's it say? There we go. I think, there we go. You didn't drop anything? Alright, so we are about to do this. Now, I gotta practice parrying as well as backstabs in here. Backstabs are really, really powerful. So let's get to it. Ouch. Ouch. That hurts. for humanity. I was about to say, what the hell? Say, what the hell is up with the XP I was supposed to get? But there we go. Good job, go straight ahead. Well, thank you for the congrats. Souls are also undead. I believe there's something else. Oh yeah, those guys. Yes, we are playing online, so, and since this is new, particularly for the PlayStation 4, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get invaded a whole lot.
So, legends, it is stated that one day an undead shall visit to leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna rest. And I'm going to level up. So, unlike Dark Souls 3, which you'll see, because I'll be doing this particular playthrough through Dark Souls 1, then I'll do another playthrough of Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin, and then I'm going to do Dark Souls 3. Those two and 3 are not going to be a blind playthrough. So, playing this will be like I said, some of it I'm going to be familiar with, but a lot of it I won't be. 2 and 3 I will be pretty familiar with. But yeah, in Dark Souls 2 and 3, you have to go to a Firekeeper or the Emerald Herald in Part 2, which she's kind of like a Firekeeper, in order to level up. And in Dark Souls 1, you level up at a bonfire, which means that you don't have to backtrack to Firelink Shrine or Majula in order to level your character, which is pretty good. It's one of the features that I think a lot of Dark Souls players disliked with the other two games. And in Bloodborne. Particularly Bloodborne, in Bloodborne, you had to get insight in order to level up. So you had to go a long way from the first level, or first area in Central Yarnum. You had to go out and either search for Madman's knowledge, and use that in order to be able to interact with the doll, or you had to go up against a boss for the first time in order to interact with the doll, in order to level up. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's okay, but a lot of people want to have a way to level up quicker without having to go to a hub world. With Dark Souls 1, any bonfire you like, you can sit down and level up. It's really great for grinding and farming for souls and stuff like that, because you might find an area which drops a lot of souls or whatever, and it could be close to your bonfire. So all you do is level up that way, which is cool. So yeah, I'm doing a pyro build, but not a pyro build. I'm doing a magic build. So this is going to be a pyromancer / sorcerer. So I'll be doing some leveling with intelligence as well as attunement to get my spells up. And eventually I'll probably have maybe something like a rapier or a estoc or something like that as my primary weapon. And I'll buff it with like magic or pyromancy. But I want to be able to use pyromancy and spells more than melee combat. In a game like this, medieval sort of D&D style game, those fantasy style games, I tend to always go magic. So that's what I'll do here. But yeah, let's get up and talk to this fellow.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no celebration here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are actually 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happened. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land, the undead.
Yeah, laugh it up. Laugh it up.
Ah, your face. You're practically hollow. But who knows? Going hollow could solve quite a bit.
Oh yeah, smart ass. Didn't need to do that. I do want to pop this. Still not enough. Pop this. Oops. I guess I should. I think you can. Oh, okay. Again. Alright. Alright, so let's look around. I got 3 humanity here. Alright, cool. You sit here. Rest my home. And I've got my human form. Sweet. Alright. Now there's some items around here that I can pick up. I think. There. Fire bombs. up on there. Fire bombs are good. They haven't done anything. Alright, we got an NPC here.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Thurland. Have you business with us? If not, I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible. Hello there.
I
realize that I have requested that we retain our distance. But I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will.
No.
Here, take this as a token of peace. No, go ahead. It's for you.
A copper coin. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to do item description readings as well. Let's see. So, here we go. A coin made of copper. Its face shows Old Man McLoith, god of medicine and drink. Even coins of great value in the world of men have little value in Lordran, where the acceptance or the accepted currency is souls. Those who dream of returning to the outside world are fond of carrying these things. Alright, so I believe this helps with item discovery. Let's look at this. Humanity. Rare tiny black sprite found on corpses. Used to gain 1 humanity and restore a large amount of HP. Alright, this black spire is called humanity, but little is known about its true nature. The soul is the source of all life, then what distinguishes humanity we hold within ourselves? Or is that a question yet? Alright, so these kind of act like you'll see in my playthrough of Dark Souls 3, we have embers in there, which embers will actually also extend your life bar as well, but they also can heal. It could also heal you up to full health. And here, I believe this helps with your item discovery as well as your resistances to different stuff, I believe. Alright, fire bombs. Okay, so it's just basic fire bombs, Estus blast. Alright. Alright, so, thank you. Oh, wait.
Oh my, you again. Oh, I know. How about this? I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles? Would that please you?
Yes.
Very well. Then first, a covenant with the gods.
Let's see, do I want to join this? Sure. I haven't joined any covenants yet. So, we'll do that.
Now let me share my miracles. Only their ultimate effectiveness will be determined by your efforts and your faith.
So let's see what he has to sell. Alright. These aren't lit up because I don't have enough souls to purchase this. But let's see, you've got, let's see what this is. Great Heal excerpt borrows from only several verses of Great Heal. As a result, it can only be cast a stark few times. So how many casts do you get? You get 1 usage out of that. Wow. This one costs, I believe this one costs 10,000 souls. And you need a 14th in miracles, or faith I should say, in order to cast this miracle. Plus you need a catalyst to do that as well. But this is good if you're out of Estus flasks to heal. Get to heal yourself with this. Homeward. Great miracle cast by advanced clerics. You need an 18 in faith for this. Returns you to the last bonfire you rested. Alright, would normally link one's homeland to one's homeland. Only the curse of the undead has distorted its power, redirecting the casters to a bonfire. Or perhaps for undead, this serves as home. Yeah. Force, you need a 12 for that. And it has 21. Oops. Let's see. This has one use per cast or whatever, and I believe there are rings or it might be some armor that you can use to up the amount of usages you can. Sorry, I'm not speaking properly today, but yeah, there are there should be equipment you can put on in order to increase the amount of uses you get for each spell. And you can double up. So basically you'll have attunement slots. So if I wanted, say for an example, 24 uses of, or is it 24? I don't know why it says, sorry. I don't know where I got 24 from. 21. If I wanted to use, say, 42 uses of force, I can buy maybe 2 of these, and I could slot them in my attunement slots, and I'll have 41 as opposed to 21. So yeah, common miracle amongst cleric knights creates shockwave. This quickly acting miracle inflicts no damage but propels the foe back and defends against arrows, which is pretty nice. Seek guidance. Miracle of clerics on an undead mission displays more guidance from other worlds. Guidance facilitates communication between undead, but their values vary greatly. A balance of faith and wisdom is required. I'm not sure what that does. I think it might help you find more summons or something. This is a basic heal. You only need 12 for this. You have 5 uses of this. Restores HP. To cast a miracle, the caster learns a tale of the gods and says a prayer to be blessed by its revelations. Heal is the shortest of such miracles. Okay. And that's it. What else does he have? He has a talisman that you can buy for 1,000. And this is 5,000. So, let's see. Alright. It has a magic adjustment of 19. I guess that's its power. It has a C scaling in faith. It requires 10 faith in order to use. Damage reduction in lightning is 20, fire is 20, physical is 26, magic is 8. Now, magic adjustment is basically the power behind that you put behind your spell. So it gives it more or less a spell bonus. It has 100% critical. Alright. And so this is Thorlung Talisman, which is more expensive. Medium for casting miracles of the gods. This talisman is only granted to high-ranking Thalorian clerics. Has high miracle adjustment, which, thanks to the divine protection, is not dependent upon faith. Huh. So this also, you also need a 10 in faith skills. Scaling of C, magic adjustment is 19. So, So the scaling in a regular talisman, which is the first one, is a B, whereas this one is a C, and it's more expensive. Huh. So I don't see the benefit of getting this one. Huh. Well, anyway, I'm not really going to get into this until maybe a little later. Maybe bump my my faith up to maybe...
Come again. The effectiveness of the teachings depend upon your faith.
Alright. We have up here. Get that there. Soul of the Undead. Nice. Just there. Just there, just there. Now, I know these chests aren't mimics, but you do have mimics in the game. Morningstar and Talisman. Ah, so I didn't have to buy one. Alright, so basic rule about chests. It's kind of blended in with the grass here, but this chest chain is turning away from you. Chests that have the chain turning to away from you are normal chests. When you have the chain turning towards you, or the end of the chain turning towards you, those are mimics. And these little slight variations are very important. And if you happen to open up a chest that has a mimic, I believe it's instant death in this game. There's a trick to fighting them, and hopefully I will be able to show you when I come across a mimic. Alright. Lloyd's Talismans. So these are our trick. Let's see. Down here, you see those bloodstains? Those bloodstains are other players. Look at my items though. So the cracked red eye orbs are for invading. It's an online play item. Invade another world. Howls cannot use this item. Defeat the master of the world. You have invaded to acquire humanity. In Dark Souls 3, you, I believe, will acquire embers as well as a covenant item, depending on whatever covenant you're currently in. Cracked red eye orbs allow players to temporarily imitate this ability, normally limited to dark wraiths of Haith or Kath. So you have these cracked red eye orbs. I believe there is a whole red eye orb which will allow you to invade as much as you want. These are limited. The other ones are unlimited. I don't know if I'll be doing any evading, but I will probably try it just to let my viewers see what it is and what it's all about. These are key items. Fireball. Morningstar. Do I have... I believe I have the strength for this. Nice. I'm going to switch to this weapon. Let me do that now, actually. Oops. Alright, so this weapon has a better... Yep. So that's only 86 physical damage. This does 90. The physical damage reduction is like blocking and stuff like. If I were to block with this hand axe or something like that, that's what that means. I'm gonna get a better shield soon, so I'm not even really worried about that. But it has the cool thing about this, it has 100% critical. This also has 100% critical. This scales with dexterity as well as strength. This only really deals with strength, but this has 300 in bleeding, basically. This is a decent bleed weapon. And when you upgrade it, from my understanding, it is definitely a great weapon to have. Let's see. We have this, which I don't have the faith for. But yeah, this is what we could have brought from that guy. Instead, we've already got one. So if I ever want to do some miracles or whatever, I have a talisman for that. And I believe I got something else. No? Oh, okay. Lloyd's homework bones allow you to basically teleport back to the last bonfire that you rested in. It pretty much acts like that homework spell, miracle spell that guy was selling. The difference here is you can stock up on these, and you'll find them in the world. You can buy them, I believe. I don't know how expensive they are, but yeah, you can stock them that way, or you can have that miracle and always have it on your attunement, just in case you want to just teleport right back. I know it's a one-time cast, but that's all you need, because you're going to go back to your bonfire, and when you rest, all your spells and that you've used will refresh, basically. Alright, Lloyd's talismans. Talismans are utilized by Allfather, Lloyd's cleric knights to hunt down the undead. Blocks Estus recovery within a limited area. So, I believe you can use this against players, I'm not sure. But there are certain enemies that you'll be fighting that will pop a Estus. So, yeah, this will stop them. You can also use these against mimics. So if you don't want to fight a mimic, which from my understanding in here, mimics are pretty tough. But if you don't want to fight them, you toss them at the mimic, and you're able to get the treasure inside without really disturbing it. But I'm not sure if that's in Dark Souls, in all of the Dark Souls, or if that was just Dark Souls 3. But I believe it's all of them. Alright, so we're going to drop down here. I'm going to run back to the bonfire real quick. Because as you can hear, I've got somebody on my tail. Still following me. Hell's bells. Nope. Oh, come on. Those guys are tough, and specifically in that graveyard, you'll keep knocking them down, and they will keep getting up. Let's see if... that'd be enough to get another level? Right on point. Alright, so... they're going to be. So I'm just going to grab a couple things. I didn't want to see you. Grab a couple of things. The soul of the lost undead. Yeah, I could go down there and grab that. It might be worth it. I believe that's another soul item. I have no souls to lose. It is. Ouch. Reset. Alright, that was good. Still not enough. Okay. That's a good question. Is there something? Huh. If you lose something or you delete something that's like a key item or something like that, you can retrieve it from this open chest here. I believe that's what I've heard. I've never done it, so I'm not sure. I'm just going by what I've heard as opposed to something that I know for sure. There are other items there, but I'm not doing a strength build. Like I said, I'm doing strictly magic. I bump up my dexterity for some of the weapons I can use, but I'm not really looking to be like a heavy melee type of class. Oh yeah, see? There was an item over there. Right. I thought so. Soul of a Lost Undead. That might get me another level. Something. Yeah, it doesn't tell you here. Alright. Alright. But yeah, I believe there's like a spear, the claymores, not the claymore, the Zygander or something like that. Two-handed strength weapon, which is pretty damn good. We definitely do some suicide runs through here if you want just to pick the items up. I might just do that, but not right now. When people were first introduced to Dark Souls, because there's no real direction for you to go into, a lot of people ran over here thinking that this is the way to go, and instantly got themselves killed. Yeah, this area is for later on, and these skeletons will constantly be reanimated. There's some sort of necromancer in and around this area that you have to kill in order to get them to stop reanimating. But yep, we're not going there. Let me use this item. The reason why I'm using this right now. That should be enough, I think. That is enough. Alright, so that's it as far as me putting points into that. See if he has anything else to say.
What? You want to hear more? Oh, that's all we need. Another inquisitive soul. Well, listen carefully then. One of the bells is up above in the undead church, but the lift is broken. You'll have to climb the stairs up the ruins and access the undead bird through the waterway. The other bell is back down below the undead bird, within the plague-infested Blight Town. But I'd die again before I step foot in that cesspool.
Yeah. This is our firekeeper. Why she's imprisoned, I have no idea. She can't speak. But you can get your Estus flasks reinforced, which will boost the strength of your Estus. And so it will boost the strength of your healing altogether. In order to do this, you need something known as the Firekeeper's Soul to do so, which we don't have, and we don't have access to. We're going to come down here real quick. Items here. This is another area that you shouldn't go to right away because it is Soul of an English Soldier, which definitely use. Now these guys aren't really aggressive, but you can kill them all the same. Get some souls. Find the gotta find the proper spot to do the backstab. I'm still not getting it. And this is the reason why I came all the way down here. Yeah, you don't want to go over there yet. You won't really be able to defend yourself by doing so. Let's see. Looks like they added more enemies down here, though. Might as well just kill all these guys. I know they're not aggressive, but I don't like leaving my back to potential enemies. Kill this guy, kill this guy. Come down this way, I believe. Okay. Guess I'm supposed to go. Ah, yep, this is where I want to go. Now, got 200 souls. Huh. I'm gonna come back, but I'm only really gonna come back because, let's see, there is, oh, this is where I wanted to be. Let me see how much these souls are worth. So it's 2,000. Okay.
Well, this is unusual. You haven't lost your head. And more importantly, you're free. How on earth? Well, I shouldn't pry. I'm Ricky of Vinine. I was once an established smith. Look at me now. Can you believe it? What is it? Have you? Oh no. Don't worry. No intention of escape. It's safe here. Can't bear the thought of going hollow out there. Although, I must admit, not much to occupy myself. How about I could forge your weapons, albeit with rather minimal tools. I'll show you what may be the best in Vinine.
Alright, so he can, I have no money. Alright, so he can reinforce some of my weapons. Once I get that, he can do the same thing with my armor. You repair my equipment. Yeah, let's purchase an item. So this is 2,000. And I believe this is 500. Okay. So I'm gonna buy this. Don't have enough for this, but I can buy this. I'm gonna buy the heavy soul arrows. Alright, so I'll have to come back.
Back soon.
Yep.
Smithing helps.
Sorry. So I will be right back. It's good to come down. I mean, if you have the master key, there's a reason why we chose the master key for our gift in the beginning. The master key basically opens up certain areas that gives you access to sort of a late game areas, but you can run in there and grab some items and things like that. Let's see. Nope, that's what we're gonna do. Alright, so believe this episode has gone on for over an hour. So I'm going to cut the feed here. I'm going to just do a little grinding of like souls and stuff like that, just to get a couple spells or whatever. But next time I meet you, I'll meet you right here at the bonfire, and we'll continue our journey. That way I don't have to, I will show you something that I'm going to pick up in the next run, but by the time I do that, I should have my soul spears or soul arrows or whatever. So I'll have some decent magic and some equipment and everything like that. But I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in, or if you didn't tune in when I'm live, just checking out the video. Any comments are welcome down below. Also, let me know what you want me to talk about. I'm going to probably talk about some of my theories of the Dark Souls lore. Dark Souls is one of these games that's kind of convoluted with its storytelling. It basically tells its story through item descriptions and some cutscenes here and there. I'll tell you what I think about it and where I think the story is heading. And these are just my own personal theories or whatever. But we'll do that as we go along. Hopefully I'm a bit more, I don't know, more wordy and a bit more, I don't know what word I'm looking for, but hopefully next time I make a bit more sense than I'm doing right now. But anyway, again, thank you for stopping by. Comment below, hit like if you liked it. And I will catch you next time. Take care.